Hey folks, Plucky Hero here. I'm going to do a ranked draft of Rivals of Ixalan. I think that's right. Go ahead and spend some gems. Um, Enjoying the format. It's very tribal, um, which is pretty cool. I like the way it plays. I like the way the drafting works. It's pretty cool. Format's a little bit too fast for me, but I think that's because I'm an old timer Magic player. Like in the olden days, it seemed a lot slower, but you've got to keep up with the times. Let's have a little lowdown of what's on offer, shall we? Um, Tezimok Primal Death. Death Touch. Reveal Tezimok Primal Death from your hand. Put a prey counter on target creature. Activate this ability only during your turn. When Tezimok enters the battlefield, destroy each creature your opponent controls with a prey counter. Seems pretty strong. I've had some fun with Black Red Pirates. Um, This is removal. What does this do? Return target non-land permanent to owner. If you have Seek's Blessing, you may put that permanent on top of its owner's library instead. Okay, Baffling End is removal. Kinda. This is a good way to slow down people's aggro and then later on put a little bit of pressure on. This is a good way to buff your vampires. This is a little bit of damage push. This is like a fairly good free drop. Free stat line's pretty reasonable. This is a good answer to dinosaurs. This is evasion, so it puts sort of on the clock. Resplendent Griffin. Really good if you have City's Blessings, building a flying threat. And this is a good combat trick for low cost. Swaggering is also potentially a free. Pirates. Black Red Pirates is really fun. I'm going to take the Tesmarok here. Um, hmm. So black white is like vampires. Release to the wind. That's very interesting. Exile target non-land permanent for as long as the card remains exiled. So that's really like weird sort of pseudo protect sort of style. Dust Charger is a pretty good once you get the blessing. Elemental, I think that's going to be too slow for this format, but a free for free that you can sort of bring back later in is worth considering. And black green dinosaurs is a possibility. Luminous Bonds, Sanctuary. Um, Black white. Let's take the removal and see where that takes us. Brass Bounty. Like, that would certainly get you City's Blessing. Fanatical Firebrand. It's a really good Goblin Pirate. Deals 1 damage to any target. It's like a very good 1-drop. Free one. Respectable. Divine Verdict. More removal. I'm just going to go for the removal. It's a little bit high on the curve, so we need some... That is not really a spell we want to consider for this format. Dino Hunter... I like Grasping Scoundrel as a 1-drop. I think the Dino Hunter is going to be a little bit more useful in the long term. We're giving up a lot of flyers here. Blue looks pretty strong. Divine Verdict, Gruesome Fate, some dinosaurs. Nothing really stands out to me. I think the 2/3 flyers good, but another Divine Verdict is pretty strong. It's double white. I think I'll take the Divine Verdict. Pride of Conquerors, a little bit of a combat trick. Another Dino Hunter. Over Vigilance. I think having another Dino Hunter is fine here. A flyer or a formidable 5/5 potentially. We'll take the formidable 5/5 potentially. We'll take this for early relieving of tempo. We'll like try and slow down our opponent. Moment of Triumph. Good to have a combat trick. In our pocket. We've got a lot of spells though. Let's take another snub. Let's take Moment of Triumph. This lands come back round, really good for our colour that we're currently on. Recover. It'd be nice to have one recover because we're running this little dude and recursion him, but our 2 slots looking a little bit... You know what? What would I more rather have? More rather have a recover at this stage. We'll take this and put it for a sideboard. Okay. We're picking up lots of potential. So we'd slaughter the strong here. Choose any number of creatures they control with total 4 or less, then sacrifice other creatures. So this would like kill a load of dinosaurs. I think that's going to be hard to work with in this format. I think Revel Ambush is going to be more. We're giving up the Legion Conquistadors. If we'd picked up a load of them, that might be pretty strong. But we didn't. Another Snub-Nosed over Cosmic Grave can't be target spell's ability. Silent Gravestone. Don't know. I think we just take another Dust Charger. Although it's hard giving up another Snub-Nosed Sentry. I'll take the Dust Charger. Another one of those. Cleansing Ray. Legion Conquistador. Really good. Vampire. We've not really got a lot of vampires. So it's either another Snub-Nose or... Ooh, Deadeye Brawler. I'm going to take it potentially for the splash. This may be a mistake. Sanguine, Moment of Craving. Expel from Osaza. I think Everdawn Champion has some legs. I'm kind of regretting not picking up more of these little dudes. I'm going to pick them for the sideboard. I'll stick them in an F now. We might see another one come back round. Crafty Cut Purse. Nice. Sea Legs. Another Dinosaur Hunter. Pick up a Vampire. Moment of Triumph. Another. Put a counter on. Dino Hunter. I'm going to just take the Forsaken here. Strider Harness. I haven't had much success with Strider Harness. Well, it's a good aggro decks. I'll take this. I'm not sure I'm going to play it. But it's a little bit of acceleration, right? Grasping Scoundrel. Another Snub-Nosed Sentry. Moment of Triumph. With Sun Sentinel. I think I'll take a Snub-Nosed. This deck is looking pretty weak at the moment. Grab that. Just in case we want to splash some stuff. Another Snub-Nosed Sentry. Another Snub-Nosed Sentry. Okay. I'm going to take this to the Vault because of its rarity. This might actually see play. What is this? Okay. Lurking Chupacabra. Wake, Cannon. Sky March, which is flying. Rejuvenation, which is draw a card. Scavenger, it's a dinosaur that scavenges. We don't have much we don't have a lot of explore, so that's not going to be worth it. I think we're in a lot of trouble with this draft. I'm not really sure how to recover it. I guess the Sky Raider's Wake is really strong. If we can get that online, we can lock people out. Hold the phone. What do we got here? When you deal with combat damage, remove that many cards from the top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur cards from them onto the battlefield. It's not on colour. It's a cool dinosaur, and if we were in dinosaurs, we'd be totally running it. We've not drafted to a theme at all. We've just tried to take good cards. Although we do have a lot of dinosaurs, actually. It'd be a red splash. What are we giving up? Vanquish the Weak. We've got quite a lot of removal already. It's not going to see play though, is it, Plucky? I'll put it in the sideboard. Dire Fleet Captain. Reach attacking. Another Conquistador. That would actually make this like a lot more playable. We've got Legion's Judgment, or each opponent loses type. I think we're gonna run into trouble. Consecral would be good. I think we need to grab these whenever we see them. Sunbird. Whenever you cast a spell from your hand, reveal X to a card, where X is convert mana cost, you may cast a card reveal this way with convert. Okay, that's interesting. So I could change spells pretty good. New Horizons. Put New Horizons in just to enable this dude? No, I don't think he's going to make the cut, folks. Scheduling Death is pretty nice, early drop. Let's grab it. Heartless Pillage. I could get behind Heartless Pillage. Also, this person's pretty strong. Like, basically, good post-combat trick. Destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage. Really good red. Dinosaurs cost one less. I don't think we've got a most of our dinosaurs are snub nose dude, so that's not going to go. Vigilance. Explorer is good. Heartless Pillage. Let's have a look at our deck. What are we standing on? Our upper curve could do well, but I think we just need to pile pressure on and hope that what we do is enough. Okay, that's pretty cool, Dinosaur, actually. Can get behind. It's got a bit of removal built into it. We can somehow give it like a bit of a boost or a buff. We'd be laughing. Ooh. 1/3. Creatures come into ability plays, don't care. Do we have any coming? It would like kill our own Legionnaires. And that, so it's not really great for our deck, but it's a pretty cool card. I'm gonna just take the Queen's Agent. I do want to win here. I know it doesn't look like it by the way I've like been drafting, but it would be nice to get a win. Destroy target enchantment, revelation. Blinding Fog is pretty strong. I think the cannon, maybe. Grimcool could get value in this deck. 1/7. Yeah, probably more. Spreading Rot for the sideboard. We're not going to use it. And then the rest is just... Okay. If we had more mana fixing, that would certainly be a consideration. I don't think we do. Okay. Our 2-drops are a little bit light. 3-drops are reasonable. Four drops is looking pretty solid. How much we've got 6 cards to cut. I don't think that's going to be too problematic. It's one of them. Do I like the cannon here? Our curve is pretty good. This is reach. So it's basically a free damage at the very least. What could we be doing? Discarding land. It basically turns land into stuff. I think we've got enough removal. I think we'd rather be playing spells in that slot. So we're going to be like probably getting a bit of value out of that. Grim Captain's cool. Do we like it over the draw card that allows us to cycle through our deck? Of course I'm referring to recover. Yeah, I can cast it without a pirate card being in my... because it's not targeting. Which is good. Okay. 2 more cards, maybe making the cut. Our cut's we're pretty on the low end. We're not really got... I think we could drop a snub-nosed. Should have got some more explore, actually. What's our... I don't want to drop a Dust Charger. Queen's Ancient is also Explore. Everdawn is pretty much... I don't want to drop another Snubnose though. We're in a bit of a pickle here. Drop the Recover already. That's our bomb. We can't really drop our bomb. Vampire's got Menace. Drop the Moment Triumph. It's not like only combat trick. This deck's in a lot of trouble, folks. Don't want to drop 2 lands. 1 land's going to be bad enough. This has got Death Touch, so I'm pretty protective over that. Yeah, keeping Explores. Probably pretty important for this deck, but I'm going to drop one of these and then drop one of these. And we're going to call this Seeker of the Primal, because we're going to have to find this Primal like consistently for us to get out of this thing. But let's queue up. The Explore mechanic's really strong. Being able to cycle through your deck, being able to like know what you're coming up is really valuable. I think I'm gonna have to mulligan this. This we can probably work with. Very slow. I think having removal on top of my deck is fine. This has got Menace, so you might be able to push some damage. This isn't really an aggro deck we've drawn. I haven't really got my head around what kind of aggro I want to play. In this format, what colour pairings I like the best, what cards I look for, that kind of thing. Sailor Means. See, this card's pretty good. They have Spell Pierce. They do not. We're now pushing 4 damage with this Raider's Rape each time this vampire attacks, and we're stripping them of potential except target creature with greater than your life taker. That's Blazing Hope's a weird card. It's like you have to be in a bad position to play it. I'd rather not get myself in a bad position. They're going to hold back those Sailors of Means, which is pretty good. Triumph. I think we just drop Dusk Charger. I kind of want to attack with this, but I'm going to have to hold back, I think. Conquistador might get us back to our, like... We're currently on 7 for City's Blessing. Getting City's Blessing would make this, like, a formidable threat. Inspiring Cleric. Just getting some life. Which is nice. See if they play Waterknot or anything. They destroy this, it's going to be annoying. So I'm going to do a moment of triumph play, followed by a consequence. Yeah. Still push some damage. Through Raider's Wake. This will help us get our 6 Blessing to make that 5/5. It will also activate our Snub Noses, which is pretty good. So they 3/3 for 1. And returning that, I don't know if it will trigger or not. Probably not. It probably needs to be play. But we're mounting pressure on the opponent, which is exactly the kind of thing we want to do. No blocks. In fact, removing a blocker from us is very helpful. Means they probably got a follow-up blocker. They do not. I'm going to hold back mana for Divine Verdict. Play, potentially. Just in case they have a combat trick. We want to bait them using mana. We can help it. They're going to counter this. It's fine. I'd rather like have them burn a counter spell on this. No. Wow. Yikes. I think they should have probably cast that to slow me down a bit. Okay, that's a nice little bird you got there. We'll probably end up Divine Verdicting it, I believe. So they can't block the vampire without committing to a double block, which is fine. Bye bye, birdie. If they can cast that spell, they might as well have played it, because they're going to save themselves 2 damage. They couldn't. See, they're a multicolored deck, which is, I think, this format with the treasure encourages like a level of greed that's, we know they're tapped out, so this is fine. We get the City's Blessing. If we hadn't, we'd played the Dinosaur Hunter because we were like very close to it. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. It would have been very hard to come back from that point. Going well. First game, kind of, that's our game plan. The opponent was pretty mana stilled, which isn't a good sign. I mean, our deck functioned okay, but it wasn't like a true test of its potential, so we'll see when we come across like a Heartstopper, Revel Ambush. We got the Skittering, and if we find a white, we're probably okay. I don't like saying probably okay though. We've got a low chance of drawing land though, lower than usual, I guess. But Skittering Heartstopper is a reasonable early drop. If we can get to like the 3rd land on curve, we're looking really pretty. Oh, nice. Get ruined by flash there. I don't think there's many 2-drop flash creatures. River Data. Nice. Could exile that. I think we just want to drop this Vampire with Menace. We give up pushing the damage with the Heartstopper, but we push through 3 with the Conquistador, which is pretty okay. This guy can so now it's all about tempo. They've got more land than us, but hopefully we can just grow wider than they can and apply the right pressure and tempo controls. Wow, you had to like put down those little creatures, didn't you, to try and like stop my tempo. Heartless Pillage, I think is actually okay. That instant speed, yeah. That may have been a misplay. That's a vampire. That's a vampire soldier. Heartless Pillage. Wanted the that is a threat though. But we're removing the Merfolk from there. Really need that Heartless Pillage to like sort of strip their cards. Okay. Well, there's no way they're going to block with that. So that's good for us. Okay. Apparently they're happy to trade, which is really good for us. Next time we can Sunseeker, which should be... Can't be blocked. Wow. Nice pools. Resolve. That's fine. You want to waste it on my Scaring Horror? Perfect. It just kind of like slows down. They could have a counterspell. This is fine though. I think we're happy with either land or... Yeah, I think library. We'll show the opponent as well. We've got some removal. It does allow them to plan around it, but it also gets into the head and means that they are less likely to make bad blocks because they know I can Divine Verdict to them. So it's kind of a mind game situation. They could give that. Can't be blocked. Yeah, that's fine. So a lot of tap down effects. Whatever they invest it on, we can basically verdict it if it like interacts with the board. So I'm not sure what the opponent's thinking there. Drop our horse. We got 5 land. We're 1 permanent off triggering it, which is nice. There should be a city countdown. That would be quite cool. So we got a Conquistador. They will know that we got a Conquistador in our hand. Yeah, sure. Pump your creatures. We're just racing, so the more creatures they tap, the less blockers they have, which is fine by me. 5 damage is a significant amount, but... Okay, so we got the City's Blessing on line. We've also got enough mana to do like skittering shenanigans, which we'll do now. Not the best trade for us, but some very close to lethal. We play this, we won't be able to Divine Verdict. I don't think we're going to need the Divine Verdict necessarily. I think we can survive one turn, especially with this as... So we're basically just shuffling our deck there. Grimcool. We've only got vampires in there, but it might be worth playing this actually. Let's get some green mana. Get the Vocacious Vampire. That Menace is definitely going to be relevant. Yeah, that's the right choice, opponent. Well faced. Well faced, my friend. I mean, it wasn't impossible for the opponent to come back, but I had gas. Like, I had cards in my hand. I had, like, good, strong board position. And I had removal that they knew about, so I was likely to trade 1 for 1, if not more in most situations, so unless the opponent can do better than that. Yeah, this is looking okay. We're on the draw as well. Oh, hello, friend. Let's drop our Dino Hunter. This could definitely... This red-green is Dino territory. I don't know what it... Yeah, see? Dino territory. Heartless Pillage seems fine here. We stripped 2 cards out of their hand. That should definitely give us, like, a little bit of edge, especially with the mana. We've got this dude to control the creatures they play. We're in turn. These can be a threat, though. Kind of need more land for this to go off, but I think we've got enough turns for and this might help us draw a land. I think that on library is fine. You know, removal is removal. I think we want to risk our Dino Hunter now. They might remove that in response. Fair enough. Kind of got to slow down their damage. We got Grim Pirates. Cool, so I'm not too worried about we knew what we was drawing. Surprise, surprise. So now we just sort of sit back and pass our turn. Haste Dinosaur would be a little bit nasty, but I think we can yep, it's fine. Getting very close to this little friend. They're certainly like dodging around my cards. Playing around my Divine Verdict. So as soon as we get another land, both of those are dead. So it'd be interesting to see what they do. We definitely need that. This dude down the board. ASAP. They can both attack freely. So they're really playing around my verdict nicely. If we don't draw a land, we're probably dead. We draw a land, so we get to survive. Potentially survive. I might have a counter spell. Nothing would surprise me in this format. If they have Sure Strike, we're dead anyway. Divine Verdict, that's fine. I say it's fine, like obviously it's not ideal. It's the last card. Ooh. It's pretty good for us, but we're on so low life. They draw their burn again, which they can. They charge in with this. So what they're going to do is they're going to attack with this. We're going to Divine Verdict it. They're going to bring this back. We're going to drop our Dino Hunter. We're going to make sure we have one plains open, because it's the only way we're going to survive. Oh, that's nice, we got the horse in line. Double burn would save them. We can't let them get anything that can attack, so haste creature would be like pretty bad if they have enough for 5 mana, so shock would be bad, like I'm gonna leave mana up for Divine Verdict. Might have been a mistake to do that. They have to kill me this turn. No, they can't. Ooh, what a comeback! Feels good. Feels pretty nice. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, good old Graveyard Marshal. I think we've got a playset of those. 3 wins. Look at us go. Sailing along with our pirate dinosaur. We've been slightly carried by the removal. The opponent made some nice plays around my Divine Verdict. Which I could have probably played better out. This is a nice curve. It's looking pretty good. We don't have another vampire to pair the Gaseous Vampire, so its ability's going to waste, but its menace is still relevant. Drop a Snub Horn Sentry. I'm going to call it Snub Nose. It's not, it's Snub Horn. This land will certainly help us get to our... I'm not going to attack him with it. We don't have any raid things. At the moment, it's just a little blocker. It's currently up to 6. Assuming we don't lose anybody. Go up to like 4, 5, 8. So two more playable spells, and we'll get that lovely exile creature. Push them for Luminous Bonds. 5, 9. It's tempting. Very tempting to. This is instant speed. I'm just gonna swing in with this. I want to get that City's Blessing, so I'm going to be a little bit patient. Conquistador would get us more pressure on the board for later turns and get us closer to the Sun Blessing when we do a follow-up Luminous Bonds. We can still push 2 damage from Menace, so I think that's the right play. They can remove the Snub Sentry, but at the moment it's not probably looking the most threatening on the board. This Menace Vampire is looking pretty tasty for them. What they got? We're going to hold back Luminous Bonds. We'll attack with the Sunhold Sentry next turn, and we can Grim Pirate for recovery, so we're happy to trade out these cards because we get mileage out of this, more mileage out of this card. That's annoying, but it's fine. Like I say, no blocks. Gonna play another card. What are they gonna do? Dino Hunter. Love it. So we're at 6, 9. Conquistador. I think pushes us over the top. Take action. Shuffle my library. I think we swing in at this point. We just want to push damage. They may have equal, like, graveyard recovery, but what we got? We got just need a vampire in, and then we get ultimate. Could have considered Luminous Bonding this, but if they drop something even more threatening, like this Sunseeker. Strider Harness, nice. Then we're going to want the bonds for this. Interesting if they go in with the Sanguine. I think they will. No blocks. This means we push a lot more damage. Heartless Pillage will rip their hand and leave them with a Strider Harness, which is probably going to be very little value to them. They may have a Demystify in hand. I think that's the only thing that really makes this play turn into a bad one. And even then it's... forces a card out of their hand for a 1-for-1 trade. If they discard my card, but we know they can't do that with the mana they got. What did we hit? Some really primo cards. That would have helped them get back into the game for sure. They can't afford to attack in with a Sanguine. They're dead. Dead on board. Those of you that are like quicker at maths would have realised from the information we had that was the case. It doesn't have lifelink. They don't have any cards in play, so we just swing in with everything. And they die. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, look at that, ranking up. Thanks for sticking with me, folks. Thank you for cheering me on. I can feel your energy. Like, flowing through from the future into the past. Which I guess can happen due to quantum effects. Like, I find science really fascinating. That's why I went into science. And some of the, like, theories involving quantum entanglement, and like sending photons back in time, like, it's the kind of stuff as a kid you grew up like with the sci-fi, cheesy 80s and 90s movies. It's like, well, how far off we like some crazy science? We've got like virtual reality headsets. Like I've got Oculus Go. I'm loving it. It's really cool. I grew up watching like, I don't know if anybody else sort of Nightmare when they were a kid. That was such a sort of cheesy, like, RPG, virtual reality thing. Loved it. So good. Like, kind of wanted to play in like a game like that, but obviously don't want to go to like a TV studio. Ugh. That vampire's going to be probably quite a problem. One thing this deck doesn't answer very well is flyers. And that's one thing that blue-white brings to the table. We're not going to be attacking with our snub nose. We do want to get City's Blessing, though, so we probably want to play a little bit cautiously. Yeah, Skyblade Legion's fine. Divine Verdict. It's nice. I'm going to go in with my Dino Hunter. We could get outvalued, but I think we're just going to trade damage here. We want to spend our mana when we can. We're currently up to 6. Another land. We're not going to be too far off. Look at them rubbing their lands in. They're also like on our coattails. Shame it's a tap land, but ooh, they've held their vampire back. I smell a combat trick, so I'm going to relax my roll a little bit. That's pretty nice. I don't have an answer for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Eight. If we get a land, we're like pretty golden here. Assuming they don't mess with any of this line. They're on... Ooh, they're like ahead of me, so their snub noses could activate before mine. Which means we're going to have to make some tough decisions. So that's 5. Can drop a Snubnose Sentry. Now we're cooking with gas. this kills pretty much everything. We're going in hard. I think we have to. We want to like encourage them to make like bad blocks, make a mistake, so we can like outvalue them with our verdict here. That was a good turn for us, not gonna lie. I don't think they kill us on the backswing, and they have to watch their life total. So we've got them on the defensive foot for the time being. This Dust Charger doing a lot of work. Whose City's Blessing stronger? Find out shortly. Although they've got me on a 3-turn clock. I think my 1-turn clock potentially is like giving them more problems. That could change with a card though. At the moment, still good. All my cards trade really well into theirs, and that Divine Verdict is looking pretty sweet into my hand. And that's the biggest rat. Be interesting to see how they get out of this one. I think they won't be able to. They need to drop 2 blockers. And even then, they need to kill Dust Charger and Snub. And answer this. It's good. Some nice answers they got there. But I just got too much value out of my removal. Gotta block that. Oh. Bringing it home, Snubnose. Get sentried. That's what I'm talking about. Working my way up gold tier. Ooh, what is it? I'm gonna wait. Oh, 4 run of Heralds. Nice. I think I crafted a load of those, so it feels bad. 5 wins, though, feels great. Great way to start off for, like, a new video stream / stream series. I don't know, folks. Like, my internet's so shabby, so I want to, like, do work on my channel this new year. And my brother, like, was like, why don't you record it and just upload it to YouTube? And I'm like, that's a good idea. And here we are. So, watch this space. I've got to set up a little PC to sort of upload the videos, so I don't have to keep awake by the computer fan, because it's currently in my bedroom. Space is like a premium in this place, so. And my computer is a bit of a noisy little beast. Even though it's got water cooling, there's like a problem with the fan housing that I can't be like able to like deal with. This used to be able to take out a 2/2 with damage on the stack. Damage on the stack does not exist, so this puts these Dino Hunters outside its range for the time being. And this person could be really strong if we can dodge the removal. They have, and Sunseeker is a pretty nice play if we can get it on curve. Slowest Fanatical Firebrand. This pirate is. Do I want to reveal that I have it? Sure. Downside of doing that is this thing's probably going to be dead. But if it isn't, I guess I could get some value and I don't waste the mana. And I also let them know that they've got a huge threat on the way. So that might make them play different. It might make them play better though. So maybe I shouldn't have revealed. Maybe I shouldn't tip my hand. Cool. That's a human knight, so these dino hunters I'm going to do well into it. Skinning horror is pretty sweet. We need to just stem the damage load, I think. If we had more black mana, things would be great. Ouch. Yeah, black mana is currently really causing problems. It's limiting our plays. I don't like being on the defensive in this match, but I think I need to be. If we can just hold out to this, get some into play, I think we'll be able to outmuscle this red deck, especially if it's mono red. We shall see though. Hopefully they're not familiar with this character and don't have any burn in their hand. We don't actually have a way to recur it from the graveyard, so I feel like this is going to be a dual shot. Mutiny? No. So they're pushing that damage. They're making me feel the pressure. That's for sure. I take 4 damage from this. Potentially more if they have like first strike play or something like that. I take even more. This swamp is clutch. I think we just Luminous Bonds that. It's a bit of a risky play, but I need to slow down their roll. Buy me a turn. Allow me to draw a land. I think they have a rile up. That's fine. Depending on who's got the better follow-up play, that is. I think this Sunrise Seeker could be good. Yeah, we definitely need the Sunrise Seeker. The swamp. Beautiful. Please don't be land. It's land. Crud. Which means we go down to potentially 3, potentially we're dead. Should have dropped the Dino Hunter. swamp. Okay. We're too far away from City's Blessing. We're on like 6, 8. If we draw the land next turn, we'd definitely hit. Our health total is far too low for my liking. If they have another mutiny, it is definitely a possibility, so something we're going to watch out for. Although this single-handedly may be able to just carry me through this last game. That haste is fine. Grimcool is definitely what the doctor ordered. Get eaten, little prey. They're going to tap and sacrifice this. They're on 5 life. Oh my days. That was bad. Hijack, hadn't even seen that. That was good. I don't know if they top decked that. I had that in hand. That was a nice way to close out the game. Very good in a red aggro deck. So that was our first loss at 5. We've almost kind of made our gems back, so you know, not too bad about that. Things I could have done differently. We need to mulligan this. Captain's cool. Don't really want that on the bottom, but it'd be shuffled anyway thanks to Conquistador, so that's fine. They have a huge advantage, and their colour is pretty good at ripping cards from hand, so we could be unlucky. Ooh, that is a nice pool. Look at that. Straight to the Conquistador. We need to get City's Blessing. Oh, Snubnose, don't run away from me. Snubnoses would be good. We're very threatened by this dude. Unsurprisingly, they didn't want to trade their 2-2 for my 2-2. We're at 6 City Blessing. That would take us to 7. We've almost got it. That's fine. It's not ideal. Don't think I want to shuffle my deck. Decline. Maybe I do. Who knows? Currently we're swapping damage, so our race is pretty even. But they've got way more cards than me. So I'm a little bit scared. Plus they have this. So they could potentially swing in. I could be blown out. The City Blessing isn't so impactful now. I'll be able to push 4 damage, but we'll be able to swing back with 4. No. Okay. If they have any discard effects, this is going to hurt me. Let's swing in with 1. Keep 1 back for blocking. See what the score is. Don't have an answer to that. They're unlikely to have counterspell. So I think this is fine. But we take an extra 5. It puts me in 6, which is really low. So I may have wanted to play it, but I can't answer that flyer. I may have also wanted to drop the Forsaken, but I'm just trying to hold on to this creature. That's not great. Okay. This swamp is really useful. We get City's Blessing. We get to reveal this. Take out another vampire. Play our Death Touch Elder Dinosaur. And swing in. From here on in, you've got to just put the pressure on. We got them on the 2-turn clock. This Death Touch lizard. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs and lizards. Hopefully going to carry me. Ooh. What have you got? Menace. Kind of good they could draw the planes here. I don't know what's happening with this deck and like why it's all up like this. Could Reaver ambush it? Let's see if it's an instant speed combat trick. Let's keep these back. They've got a lot of cards. Dire Fleet Interloper. I may have regretted not pushing. Yeah, I should have pushed that more damage. That was very stupid of me. Like, Black-White is not known for its haste. At all. And more creatures it has in play, the more likely... I'm kind of shifting to a control sort of posture when I'm not the one that should be doing it. I don't have 4 cards in my hand. This gives them another turn to come up with an answer. I should have swung in with this. Why am I not swinging in with this? That is, they should have been dead by now. And if they get the removal to answer this, or a lifelinker, that allows them to get into the game. We need our Luminous Bonds. I'm going to put that in the graveyard. I'm going to keep it on top. Okay, I don't know why they conceded there, because they were certainly not out of the game. Like, thanks to my misplays. So they probably just took pity on me, which is great, I'll take it. 6 wins, we got our gems back, beautiful. Yeah. So the reason I didn't swing in with that like Constable once they got the lifelink out, they would have potentially been able to outplay me, remove my blocker and kill me. So yeah, that was a Vampire Tribal. We were lucky we got so much value from our first pick, rare. No, this is a mulligan. This we can run. Tension curve fairly reasonably. I actually won that plains. We may come to later regret it if we get flooded, but I think this dinosaur would be good with some plains back in it, depending on what colours we're into. Make use of it to take out free freeze, potentially. It's not as good as I thought it was. I'm glad I read the card. I thought it was to any attacking creature as any one's blocking it. So it gives it pseudo. Just in case they have a flash. I don't think there's a green 1-mana flash creature, but I guess there might be a Saproling. Not in this set, Plucky. We're into Dino, so this guy has more value. We'll attack, see if they make a bad block. They do not. Let's drop the Conquistador. I will definitely take action. Getting close to City's Blessing, kinda. Nice. I think it's the first time we've seen the Queen's Agent. Guess we want to swing in with everything. They don't fear the Skidder, but they filled the Dino Hunter, which is interesting. Guess that requires mana to activate. We might take 4 damage here, but we're on the leading edge of the race, and it would slow them down, dropping down creatures, so I'm cool with them. I think we attack with all. Push some damage to me, but we trade 1 for 1. Drop this little fella. Take action. Give it a bit of a shuffle. Why not? Lucky shuffle. Dinosaur is pretty nice. It's going to slow our roll considerably. Guess swing in with Skittering Heartstopper. Yeah. See if anybody wants to block it. Practically unblockable. That was bad for us. That being a 4/4 was a lot more beneficial to us. No, we're getting into dangerous dinosaur territory. Luminous Bonds looks pretty good. Probably have an even nastier dinosaur around the corner, but for the time being, guess we just keep on swinging in with this little fella. Ooh. Snub-nosed sentry seems good. Little Heartstopper. There we go. Finally, like, no more Plucky. 8 is our limit. We're not going to go any lower than 8. We're in a little bit of trouble against Liger 0. I think the dinosaurs trade really well into my current board. I think we just want to double block here. I think that's fine. Don't have any combat tricks. Take about 6, I think. No, it's only 1 iteration. That's pretty good. I think we just pray they don't have any, like, pumping abilities. Okay. Nice. You're a dead dino. You're a dead dino. You're a dead dino. You're not really a dino, but you're still dead. You may be dead here if they get the right draw. They're definitely counting some mana out. Eight. I can't play both of them, so I might as well. There is some graveyard recursion, but I don't think in these colour schemes, so I'm just going to drop this Elder Dinosaur. I think that's game. Tismarok Primal Death is pretty strong. there we go, folks. What a nice flight for us. Nice, nice little draft. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you gathered some insight from what I was thinking, how I was doing. Yeah, I'm the Plucky Hero. I'm going to try and create more content like this. So just, if you've got a few hours to spare and want to watch some drafting and get some different takes on formats and different like plays and like ways of thinking about things, and like somebody that's going to like see mistakes. Like, I'm a very cautious player, and that leads me to like sometimes not seizing the moment, and sometimes that pans out really well because I like avoid certain pitfalls of like being too reckless. But on the same hand, I can play really recklessly and like get really punished for it. It's like very mood dependent. But I feel like I'm not a bad player. All in all, I could improve, and hopefully together we'll improve and learn. Like, get some more wins, get some fat gems, and have a good time. Thanks for listening. I've been the Plucky Hero. Have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are.